Yo, what's going on, all my Pokemon people? It's me, JQueens14 here with a week 4 of the PEBA. And today we are going against Aaron. Forgot his last name, but Aaron, aka Jolteon821. This guy's a very good battler. I was checking out the replays of his previous 3 battles against Stromp and 2 other people. I think the boss was in there as well. But yeah, so I was kind of looking at the Pokemon that he brings, and he really likes to bring Alomomola, Tapu Lele for sure. He likes to bring the Arcanine. He's brought that for 3 games, I think all 3 games, and he even likes to bring the Meloetta. But I think that he might bring Salamence as well as a setup sweeper. And so this is the team that I built for him. Also, I didn't bring Mega Venusaur this week as he just had so many counters to it. A potential Z-moving Salamence with Fly, Mega Glade, what was the other? Meloetta. He just had way too many things for Mega Venusaur, so I decided not to bring that guy. So anyways, we're kicking off with the team captain, Quicksilver the Weavile, holding the Life Orb, as I just wanted to get as much damage off on his team as possible with this thing. I was thinking of running like a Citrus Berry Pickpocket set, but I was like, well, I probably don't want any of the items that he has. And so I decided to go with this set right here, just all out attacking pretty much. We got Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Knockoff, and Low Kick. I do have to be careful because Icicle Shard will not work with Psychic Terrain up because it is priority and Psychic Terrain blocks priority. So we just have to be mindful of that if Tapu Lele comes in. We got enough speed to outspeed, let's see, what is it? He has a base 110 Pokemon. You'll see it on your screen, but I forgot what it. Oh yeah, it's Mega Glade. That's what it is. So Weavile will outspeed his entire team, barring Scarfed users. But yeah, we can outspeed the Glade, and yep. So next up is Make-A-Wish the Jirachi, holding the Steelium Z with Serene Grace, Iron Head, U-Turn, Stealth Rock, Zen Headbutt. This is quite the unique set this week. We got 64 in HP. 192 in special defense, and 252 plus in speed. This is to speed tie with the Salamence if it has not set up a Dragon Dance. It will also outspeed the Tapu Lele so that I can get a Z Iron Head off on it. Super powerful. This is kind of meant to just counter Tapu Lele, as Focus Blast and HP Fire do a minimum of, I think, 35%, so he cannot two-hit KO me. Will be forcing a switch, and I have the Stealth Rocks, as quite a bit of his team is weak to rocks, especially that Arcanine that he loves to bring. And so yeah, I feel like just some chip damage on that will be very, very key in this upcoming match. But yeah, so that's going to be Make-A-Wish. And next we have Scorch the Chandelure, holding the Choice Scarf with Infiltrator, Energy Ball, Focus, or Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, and HP Ice. The HP Ice is for that Salamence, as it could be a big threat to my team. I do have the Energy Ball for the Alomomola, as that thing is a very big wall. Quiet, Kellen. Got a couple dogs in the background right now, but we got Fire Blast just for very, very powerful stab, as nothing on his team really wants to take like just a full powered Fire Blast. I mean, things can, like the Alomomola and the Arcanine, but they don't want to take them repeatedly. Shadow Ball is there just for coverage, and hopefully I can spam that if he doesn't bring the Meloetta. That'd be really nice. And I have Infiltrator in case he wants to go with the Substitute Swords Dance Mega Glade set, so that Infiltrator will bypass that Substitute, and Shadow Ball should probably kill him if nothing else. Yeah, so this is just a very powerful special attacker this week. I built mainly a defensive team for Aaron, with big highlights of my special attacker in Scorch and my physical attacker in Quicksilver. Otherwise, everything is just kind of support and to get some chip damage off. Next up, we have Gligar, bringing it for its first week in the PEBA. We got Earthquake, Defog, Roost, and Taunt. Taunt because he has a ton of Pokemon that likes to use non-offensive moves, I guess. He's got quite a bit of setup Pokemon like that Glade. He's got Arcanine who can Will-O-Wisp, who can Roar, who can do a ton of that kind of stuff. So then Earthquake is pretty much just there for the Arcanine for coverage and just good stab. Let's see. I don't think. Yeah, the only thing that I can't really touch is the Salamence, but I do have the taunt there so that he can't just continually set up dragon dances, and maybe I could come in with my Make-A-Wish or something to kill that. And so yeah, that's going to be Gligar. I wanted to run immunity so that I couldn't be toxic by like the Alomomola or anything, but it's incompatible with Defog, as I definitely need Defog for my team because I have Quicksilver, Scorch, and Togekiss as who are weak to rock. So I definitely needed a form of hazard removal this week, and I wanted Togekiss to be that cleric for my team, as I desperately needed that. And Hitmonlee just wasn't making the cut as a rapid spinner. He just didn't really have the best matchup for this week. So anyways, yep, that's going to be tongue face Gligar. I don't know, he's pretty cute. But next up we have Spin Cycle, the Rotom Wash with the Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Rocky Helmet. So Spin Cycle is going to be our defensive monster this week. He's got a lot of Pokemon that make contact with their moves, such as the Mega Gallade and the Salamence. Like I said, just a lot of prep for those two, as I don't see the Electros coming or some of his other minor Pokemon coming. So yeah, we got Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp to harm those physical attackers, and Pain Split to get some health back, Volt Switch to gain some momentum, and I had to bring Hydro Pump for that Arcanine and the Mamoswine, as they are both physical attackers that I can switch into. And yeah, so that's kind of why we brought Rotom. I wanted to go Foul Play for his setup Pokemon, and like I was thinking of an Endure Foul Play. What was it? It was Focus Sash Foul Play Spin Cycle, but I decided not to, as he might get rocks up against me and could break the sash and stuff like that. But anyways, that's going to be the Rotom Wash, and finishing off our team is Togekiss, the Togekiss. Shoutouts to Toge, as I'm packing the leftovers: Serene, Grace, Thunder Wave, Air Slash, Heal Bell, Wish. This is my Cleric, kind of hacksy set. I decided to bring the Thunder Wave, Air Slash because it really does a lot to his team. Like I said, I don't think that he'll be bringing the Electros, and then the Mamoswine. Kind of on the fence if he'll bring that. I think that it matches up pretty well against my team, but I definitely have answers for that, such as the Rotom Wash, and even the Jirachi it will be faster unless Mamoswine is Scarfed, which I have seen before. This is just a completely specially defensive Pokemon, as it matches really well with the Rotom. Basically, both of them don't take any damage from ground moves, which is pretty damn dope. And yeah, so this is mainly to counter things like Meloetta, Alomomola, just his special attackers on his team. And yeah, Heal Bell, I really needed Heal Bell. I was deciding this because he has, I really felt like Will-O-Wisp Arcanine was going to be coming this week, and so just having that Heal Bell and maybe even Toxic Alomomola, Heal Bell really just helped my team out, as it could really provide that Cleric position. And I went with the Wish over the Roost, as I knew that I could eat up special hits, which is what I'll be bringing this thing in on. And with the Thunder Waving first and then clicking Wish, makes me faster than the opposing Pokemon. And then I could even click Air Slash to get that para-flinching hacks to try and ensure that Wish goes to Togekiss or passing it on to another Pokemon. So that's going to be my team for Aaron this week. Should be a really good battle. Can't wait to battle him. I believe that we are battling Saturday, so this should go up Monday, probably Tuesday at the latest. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and be sure to root for the Baytown Blueshells in the 4th week of the PEBA. See you in the battle. And here's the battle, everybody, against Aaron. He's got quite the formidable matchup. If you haven't seen what Pokemon we are bringing in the sets and everything that we're bringing, go ahead and check out the team builder just a couple seconds beforehand. If you hear like dogs walking around and stuff, there's a couple dogs walking around, just to let you know. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the team that he brought. He's got a Mega Gallade. That thing is super powerful. He's got Mamoswine, another very powerful physical attacker. Alomomola, which can be a special or physical wall. I'm really not sure at this point. I'm thinking more special because Arcanine will probably be there for the physical wall. Meloetta is also there, which is kind of annoying because it's normal, and so I can't get just spam Scarf Shadow Ball as I wanted to with the Chandelure. But anyway, so yeah, then there's the Arcanine, which is probably his physical wall for Weavile and Jirachi, and so I'll have to find a way to work around that. And then finally, he's got his monster in Tapu Lele. I knew that that thing would be coming just because it's so good. So hopefully Jirachi will be able to counter that thing pretty well. But anyways, let's get into the match here. Actually, I'm thinking, or for my lead, I go ahead and just lead off with, I think, Jirachi. To try to get my rocks up. I see that he has no hazard removal, so I'm gonna kind of be wary of a magic coat from the potential Meloetta. I'm not sure if Alomomola gets it or even Tapu Lele, so that's what I'm gonna do with the Jirachi. And I'm not really sure who he's gonna lead out with. Possibly like the Arcanine just to counter Jirachi. So he actually does lead out with the Arcanine. As I go into Make-A-Wish, he intimidates me, so it's nice to see that he doesn't have Flash Fire. I go for the U-turn and find out that he does have the Rocky Helmet on him, so that's nice, or well, not really nice, because I can't get that, or he doesn't have the leftovers for recovery, and so I see that this is more of a defensive set. I go into Spin Cycle to take a potential Flare Blitz as he swaps into Mamoswine, predicting my Volt Switch very nicely here. I just go for the Will-O-Wisp to harm this thing. He does have the Freeze Dry, very good prep on his part to bring that, as Earthquake cannot hit me because I have Levitate. But here I'm just going to stay in, as he actually does set up rocks and go for the Pain Split. Mamoswine was his only potential rocker, and I have, as I have 3 Mons weak to rocks on this team, I figured that he might get those up. As I go into Make-A-Wish predicting the Freeze Dry, it doesn't do very much to me as Mamoswine is getting hurt by his burn. I decide to just, I think I set up rocks here on my end as well. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have done this and maybe just U-turn for momentum. But here I go into Gligar, not fearing the Willow because I have a Heal Belling Togekiss. As he roars me back into Jirachi, kind of unfortunate, but I just go into Togekiss here, predicting a, actually he goes for another roar. I think I was predicting a Will-O-Wisp, but I get roared in a Spin Cycle where I just click Hydro Pump. I just need damage on this thing as it's just going to keep roaring me, which is really annoying. But he goes into Mamoswine and dies to a Hydro Pump, so very nice Spin Cycle, picking up another kill on the season. I believe that's 4 for him. For it, I guess. He goes into Lele. I don't really want to switch into anything. I don't want to switch into a Shadow Ball or anything as my Jirachi is pretty low. So I just let Spin Cycle go down. I went for the Pain Split there. But anyways, so I go into Jirachi and then double into Gligar as I predict his Arcanine to come out, as I really need these rocks gone. And so I'm just going to click Defog here. Actually, I might click Taunt first. Yeah, I do click Taunt first as he goes into Alomomola. So that thing is here, but it's taunted, so it can't wish or do any of those shenanigans. So here I just go ahead and defog. I know that I can live a Scald pretty well, as I am EV Light, won't do too much, but he does have the Ice Beam, which does 49% to me, quite a bit. I believe that I just clicked the Roost here just to get some health back. I feel like he's going to overpredict, which he does. Goes into Arcanine. My Hyper Cutter doesn't allow me to get my attack lowered, and as Mamoswine is gone, I don't have to fear rocks anymore. So I go into Scorch here, predicting the Will-O-Wisp, as I do get the Flash Fire boost, very nice. And here I go for the Shadow Ball to get some damage on this Arcanine, as it is a huge threat to my team. Or not really threat, or as I just can't really break it too well. As he goes into Meloetta, I go into Togekiss and take a Hidden Power, what I assume to be fighting, possibly predicting the Weavile. As he goes for the Psychic, gets the Special Defense drop, kind of unfortunate, but I do go for the T-Wave and paralyze this Meloetta, slowing it down, as it is also quite a big threat to my team. I was hoping that he didn't have Psyshock. He goes for, or I'm not sure what he goes for here, as I get the Wish off, going to Jirachi because I need this thing at good health to counter the Tapu Lele. Unfortunately, he got double parried there, but I'm not really sure what he wanted to go for. As he goes into Arcanine here, as I'm in with Make-A-Wish. So I just set my rocks up because they really help me with this Arcanine and just some chip damage on the rest of his team. I go into Smiley Face, or tongue sticking out face, I guess, the Gligar, as he goes back into Alomomola, as I just click the taunt. At this point, I really don't know if Gligar is faster than Arcanine or not, so I'm hoping that he is, so that taunt will land. But I believe that Arcanine does naturally outspeed me, and I didn't pack any speed EVs for Gligar, so that could be a mistake. But he goes for the Ice Beam on Togekiss. I calced it before, it really doesn't do too much. As you saw, it only did 16%. I go for the Thunder Wave again, as I don't think that it'll go into Meloetta because it can't really do anything to Togekiss. But here I go for the Wish. I really should have gone for another T-Wave, as I knew that he would go or double into Glade. I was literally thinking in my mind, oh, he's definitely going Glade here. But anyways, he goes for the sub, as I was very much fearing that because I accidentally put Flash Fire on Chandelure. And so I go for the Air Slash, break the sub, get up to full health, as here I go for the T-Wave, knowing that I can live something. And here I think that I can potentially kill with Air Slash. But I don't. I get 59%, and he breaks through the Paraflinch, very, very nice, and kills my Togekiss with Ice Punch, which right here, that was like really, really detrimental to my team, because now I didn't have just that solid switch in for anything where it could take a hit, and I can't get any more paralysis, which I really wanted. But yeah, it was a really big blow to my team. I can't Heal Bell, I can't Wish. So my Cleric is down, and I really am just kind of thinking end game at this point. How can I win without having that support Pokemon on my team? Rocks are gone, so that's really helpful. But anyways, here I just go into Quicksilver, as I know that I can Revenge Kill, and nothing really wants to take a knockoff. If I can knock off the Rocky Helmet on the Arcanine, I think that'll be really nice also, as he does just let Glade go down, no Shadow Sneak or anything like that. So he goes into Alomomola here, as I'm predicting just a Wish, and so I go for the knockoff, as I knock off the lefties, and he does in fact go for the Wish here. I don't want to take a Scald, so I go into Chandelure, as it can eat up pretty much anything, as he goes for the Wake Up Slap. Very, very scary there. I'm glad that I didn't stay in with Weavile, but anyways, so very, very good that I got Scorch here, which, for a second, I accidentally nicknamed her Scorth instead of Scorch, and I talked to Aaron a little bit about that after, or in the middle of the battle. I was like, ah, dang it. But anyways, he goes into Meloetta, as I do reveal the Energy Ball, and it only does 13% to Meloetta. I am Scarf, so I need to switch out. I go into Jirachi because I don't think that it can do anything to me other than like maybe Shadow Ball. But this is a especially defensive Rachi, and so now I just swap into Gligar, knowing that I can take any hit because I am Eviolite, have very good defenses. Very nice that I have the Hyper Cutter so that the Intimidate can't get to me. But I do just go for the Earthquake here for damage, as he is faster and gets the burn off. And so that's only doing 25%. I know that he can Morning Sun off this damage, which he does go for here. And so just this Arcanine is super hard to break through for my team. So I just go for the, is it Shadow Ball again? Yeah, I go for the Shadow Ball again, just knowing that I have to get damage on that Arcanine. But he goes into Meloetta, which was really annoying because it doesn't take anything from that. As I go into Make-A-Wish, he goes for the Shadow Ball. Very nice play on his part. As he swaps out into the Arcanine again, I believe that I go for the U-turn here for momentum, as I am at -1 attack and special defense, so I needed to get Make-A-Wish out of there. Rocky Helmet really hurts. But yeah, so I go back into Chandelure here, and I go for the I do go for the Shadow Ball, as predicted is Arcanine to stay in, thinking that I would overpredict. Do not get the special defense drop, which is too bad. I just felt like that was really what I needed to get past this Arcanine. And so at this point, it's 4v4, and I don't know, I'm getting kind of nervous. I know that I can pull this victory out. I just have to play very, very solidly and don't make any huge mistakes, because one big mistake will cost me the whole match, as it will with Aaron as well. So right here is just a moment of realization, like this is it. We just have to play our very, very best. As Arcanine does get his health back with that, so I swap into Quicksilver here, predicting another Morning Sun, as he actually goes for the Roar into Gligar. And so here I basically just click Taunt. He goes for a Flamethrower, does 30% to me, and this way he has to Flamethrower, as it is only attacking move. And so here I'm completely free to go into Chandelure, as I do have the Flash Fire on accident, actually, because I was laddering with this team earlier. But yeah, so I get the Flash Fire boost, very, very nice. I go for the Fire Blast here, predicting the switch finally, and kill the Meloetta. So I have a very powerful Fire Blast right here. The Arcanine comes in, takes damage from the rocks. Intimidate doesn't matter, as I go for the Fire Blast, and it does 41%, very solid damage. But he's able to Morning Sun that off, and can just continue to Morning Sun. I should have swapped into something here and maybe played around it, but I continued to just Fire Blast as he's back up to 72%. This is a winning battle for him, as I believe that I'm kind of just sacking Gligar here because it's really done its job, and sacking it would just give me some decent momentum. But he goes for Morning Sun again as I swap out into Scorch and get that Flash Fire boost yet again. And here I'm just going to spam Shadow Ball, trying to get that special defense drop as he goes for the Roar and drags me into Make-A-Wish the Jirachi as I go for the Zen Headbutt. I really just need damage on this. I was really hoping for a flinch, do not get it. Morning Sun again comes out, and I think that he's going to Flamethrower yet again, and so he actually goes for the Morning Sun. Again, I just have to spam Shadow Ball and really hope for this special defense drop. Do not get it yet again. He roars me into Gligar. At this point, I kind of just have to let Gligar go down as it's kind of just done its job. So here I believe that I clicked Taunt just to make sure that he could only go for Flamethrower, but he actually goes into Alamamola. I know I think that it's revealed its whole moveset at this point, and so I know that it can't really touch Chandelure. But anyways, I go for the Earthquake there for damage as I am just sacking this. Lele goes for the Shadow Ball. I think that it's Scarfed at this point, so I go into Quicksilver. It will kill from this range with Knockoff. Does a minimum of 90%, and so that's why I didn't go into the Chandelure, as it did a ton of damage to Chandelure, and I really just wanted that thing to be healthy. So anyways, Quicksilver is in here. I went for the Knockoff and do 23% to the Alamamola, which isn't bad. I go into Make-A-Wish here just because I feel like I can sack it and then go just spam Shadow Ball yet again as he goes for the Wish, and then the Wake Up Slap does not kill me, only does 12%, so I'm sitting here at 4%, very nice, as I just go for the Zen Headbutt yet again, actually get the flinch this time, so that's a 40% chance of a flinch there. Go for it again, get the crit, so a little bit unfortunate, but Alamamola does have this Wish Protect Regenerator going on, so I don't know how much it mattered. It was just kind of a little bit of chip damage, as he does get all of his health back with the Wish Protect coming out. I go for the Energy Ball and do 90% to this thing, get the special defense drop. Again, that doesn't really matter because another Energy Ball would have killed for sure. But I swap into Make-A-Wish, predicting his Wish Pass into the Tapu Lele. At this point, I'm not sure if it's Scarfed, but I'm pretty darn sure that it's Scarfed. Kind of just sacking Make-A-Wish here, as I do go for the Corkscrew Crash and actually do outspeed, revealing that it's not Scarfed. I'm kind of curious as to what that item was, but do end up killing it. So that was very nice for me. It goes into the Alamamola as it goes for the Wish, and I'm free to just spam Shadow Ball at this point, as nothing really takes it very well. So I continue to just go for the Shadow Ball. I played for the differential by swapping into Chandelure instead of just letting Rachi go down. As it goes for the Ice Beam, that really doesn't do anything, and even if he froze me, it wouldn't matter because it's only doing 9% each time. As down goes the Alamamola, and all that's left is the Arcanine with Rock's damage. Shadow Ball will kill. So very tough and very stressful. Great match to Jolteon A21, aka Aaron. Phenomenal battler. He got so close to beating Stromp, which is I think the #1 battler in our league right now. He's 4-0, plus 12 differential. It's between him and Nico, I think, but either of those very strong competitors, and yeah, so the competition is really heating up in the PEBA. It's getting hot and spicy. But anyways, we play Fataki next week, so looking forward to that. I don't think that Aaron has a channel, but if he does, I'll link it down in the description. Anyways, it was a great battle. Again, shoutouts to Aaron, shoutouts to my team. We've all picking up a few kills with the Mega Gallade, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Chandelure got 3 kills this week. Jirachi got 1 kill. And Rotom got a kill as well. So yeah, great showing from the Pokemon that I brought. Gligar came and did very well, I felt like. He was there to eat up hits, and he did his job perfectly well. Togekiss was a great cleric. But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Be sure to subscribe down below. And anyways, be sure to root on your Baytown Blueshells for next week and the weeks to come. Have a nice day.